What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tommy McGrath. For those who are new, welcome. Today is Thursday the 23rd. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm leaving in 6 days for the Florida Keys. By the time you guys see this video, I will be in the Florida Keys. So if you guys are watching this right now, I am catching Goliath groupers, sailfish, and some backcountry fish. A bunch of new videos to come. It's gonna be an insane series. I wanted to do this video because I've gotten a ton of questions over the past year. I've been on YouTube for 1 year. I am full-time on YouTube, but we're gonna get into all that. So I took all the questions that I received on YouTube. I put up a story on Instagram, and I've also taken some DMs. After typing out all the questions, I realized that I didn't put any names, any handles, so I really screwed up. So if I do this video in the future, I will definitely shout you guys out. I feel bad about that because I wanted to pop up each question at the bottom of the screen, and I really don't want to go back and try and find every question because this took me about 2 hours to get every single question from all my videos and everything else. So we're gonna start off with the first question is, when did you start fishing? I started fishing when I was pretty much before I even knew what anything in life was. I was always fishing from 3 years old, catching bluegills, whatever. I caught my first smallie when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I actually have pictures of those, so hopefully I can pop those up. My love for fishing grew from family vacations in the North Woods. We'd always take family vacations up to Minocqua, Wisconsin, where our house is now. You guys have seen tons of videos up there. And I don't know, it's just something special. I just really enjoyed the North Woods. I loved fishing. I've never stopped fishing once. Like I said, I've always been into fishing, and I've also been into filming too, believe it or not. I've always bought cameras, wanted to be on YouTube. We actually had a few vids on YouTube, me and my cousin, me and my friends, way back when, and they were terrible videos, and they were definitely deleted, so I will not pop up anything from that because trust me, you guys do not want to see them. I've always loved fishing, and I've always loved enjoying being in front of the camera, so I guess I just put 2 and 2 together. How did I get the sponsorship with Follow the Action? This is a question I probably received the most. I started with Follow the Action when they first opened up. They are based out of Crystal Lake, Illinois, where I live, and I worked from the ground up. I really enjoyed just working in the outdoors. I always kind of wanted to work at Cabela's or work in the outdoors, bait stores. I was always into the outdoors. I always wanted to do something with that, no matter what it was. And they decided to sponsor me full time, to be the face, to be their social media influencer. And I don't like that word a whole lot, but it's basically what it is. That's what I do. That's my full-time job. I couldn't be any more appreciative for Follow the Action. They've given me so much. They have opened up a world of opportunities for me. I couldn't be any more thankful. I truly love making videos. I love fishing, and I'm super grateful for it. Bottom line, I'm super grateful. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love it so much, and I appreciate all your guys' support because without you guys viewing the videos, it wouldn't really mean much. So big thank you to Follow the Action. If you guys want to get anything on followtheaction.com, they have awesome apparel. They're an outdoors apparel company. From fishing to hunting, soft plastics coming soon. If you guys want to get anything, use McGrath Fish at checkout to save 15% on your whole order. How are you on YouTube full time with being such a small channel? I guess this kind of goes back to the second question. I'm able to do YouTube full time because of Follow the Action. Like I said, Follow the Action pays me a salary to do this full time, to make videos. The Instagram, I help out with their Instagram a lot, so it's kind of a bunch of different things, but I guess you could say my main job is to make videos and promote Follow the Action via Instagram, via YouTube, and so on. What keeps you motivated? I am motivated by the support, the bunch of messages I get from you guys, the way my channel is growing. I was able to hit 1,200 subscribers in 11 months, 40,000 views in 11 months, and to grow my Instagram up to 42, whatever it is right now, 4,200 followers. I guess that's what keeps me motivated, just because I see the success in what I'm doing, and I see I'm actually making a difference in the fishing community. So I guess that just kind of keeps me going. I enjoy it a lot, I love it, and I guess that's it. How did you get FaZe Barker as your editor, and what is it like working with him? So my buddy was actually the one who told me to hit up FaZe Barker because I was actually begging him to edit my videos. I was like, I need an editor, 1 video a week, and I'll do the other one. So he was saying I don't know if I can do it full time, you should hit up FaZe Barker. He's one of the best editors on YouTube, and he really is. And I was like, dude, there's no way FaZe Barker's gonna edit my videos. I just don't see it happening. He's not gonna edit fishing videos. And it worked out. I don't know, I shot him an email. Barker actually popped up the email in one of my previous videos. He agreed to it, and that was that. But it's really cool working with him. He's an awesome guy. Not only is he my editor, but we are actually good friends. We talk all the time about different things. It's not always about the videos. It's just about a bunch of different things, and I think it's really cool working with him. So super appreciative of him, and he does an awesome job, and I couldn't be more thankful. Would I ever get into podcasts? Podcasts are something that I find pretty cool. I like Joe Rogan a lot. I like the idea of podcasts. I don't know if I would do fishing podcasts. I would try. I guess a podcast overall in general, here and there, I guess I would consider doing. I don't know, that's something I'd have to like think about like more in depth and see if I could do it. Maybe, possibilities. What is your PB smallmouth and largemouth? Personal best smallmouth and largemouth. My personal best smallmouth is 5 pounds, 2 ounces, and my personal best largemouth is 9 pounds, 1 ounce. I actually caught in like a backyard pond that hasn't been touched in over like 30 years. Like the guy who lives there doesn't speak too much English, and one time I walked up asking if I could fish it, and he was like telling me like nobody has fished this in like years and years and years, like forever ago. So I fished it the one time, and all of a sudden throwing a topwater frog and ended up with a 9 pound largemouth. Literally blew my mind. Wish I had it on video, but I don't. I will try and go back to that pond and try and catch it one time on video, but we'll see what happens. If I could meet any professional fisherman, who would it be? Probably Scott Martin or Brandon Palaniuk. Brandon Palaniuk, I'm not really sure. Actually, I take that back. I've actually met Brandon. I would say Scott Martin. I think Scott Martin's videos are solid. I respect him as a fisherman, and he could teach me a bunch. I would definitely love to fish with him. My favorite rig for bass fishing. I think you guys know this one. I gotta say the Ned rig. I've done super good all seasons, any time of the year, any time of the day, the Ned rig just slays. I guess topwater too. Topwater is pretty cool. How often do you fish and edit a week? That all depends. During the summer, I try and fish at least 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how much editing I have to do, but I also edit super late at night, so sometimes it screws me up. When I'm like 2 videos a week, it's definitely a lot of work. For those of you guys who make videos, you guys get it, understand it. So probably I would say fish 3 to 4 times a week, edit 3 to 4 times a week. I know that's not like kind of like a general thing, but it's pretty even. It's pretty dead even on that one. Do you ever sleep? I do sleep. I know I have a wicked schedule sometimes. I actually woke up the past like 3 mornings before like 8 a.m., which is super surprising for me. And if I'm not fishing, I sleep in because I'm usually up till about anywhere from 5 a.m. to, no joke, like 7 a.m. editing, because it's just like I get into an edit, I just can't stop. Like I like it, and like I'm like super productive at night. I don't know, I get all my stuff done at night, nobody bothers me. I don't know, I guess I'm like a night owl. If you could catch any fish, what would it be? Probably what I'm about to target in 6 days, a sailfish or Goliath grouper. I think those are one of the coolest fish. Maybe like a blue marlin too, one of those. Like anything saltwater, I pretty much have covered freshwater for the most part. I know there's a lot of species out there that I can still catch, but saltwater is definitely like the biggest fish. I have a lot more fish on my bucket list in saltwater than I do freshwater. What type of boat do you own? I own a Nitro Z21. It's a 2019 Nitro Z21. And I just got it in March of 2019. Did you go to college? No, I did not go to college. I went to a community college for like a semester. I didn't like it. I was like, screw this. My dad actually owns a commercial printing company for like the last 40 years. So my whole like kind of like dream before like all this YouTube and fishing stuff was to take over that business and pretty much like take that to the top. So college really wasn't for me, and honestly, it still isn't. I don't regret going. I couldn't really ever see myself going. Favorite time of the year to fish? Definitely the spring. Spring and fall. Spring probably because of the spawn. For those of you who have seen my videos back in 2019, it's like 34 pound smallmouth a day, like every single day. It's absolutely nuts on that lake. So definitely spring. What's your go-to show on Netflix? I don't really have a go-to show. I would definitely say Prison Break, Dexter, Breaking Bad, those types of shows. Banshee, Shameless, pretty much like the popular stuff. My favorite fishing YouTuber, probably John B and Blacktip H for sure. And Scott Martin, I guess too. My favorite YouTuber in general, probably Danny Duncan or Nelk. I think their videos are hilarious. I like how real they are. Like they don't fake anything. I like the realness of it. Nelk and Danny Duncan like both came up from nothing and made a giant brand that's like growing tremendously to this day. So got a lot of respect for them. What would you do in life if you didn't have YouTube? That kind of goes back to like, did you go to college? I would still be in the printing industry and probably try and take over my dad's business. It is called McGrath Press. How did you afford a Nitro Z21? I've gotten this a lot. People have commented on my videos. A few hate comments, a lot of good comments, but I started getting paid some pretty good money with Follow the Action. I had a Tracker 170 Pro in 2018, and I wanted to upgrade it with like more electronics, a better trolling motor. I think it was like $7,000 for like everything I wanted. So I was like, that's like half the price of that boat. So I was like, there's really no point of putting that much money into it. I'd rather just like pay more monthly and get a better boat. So I traded back my Tracker Pro, pretty much got like all my money back from Cabela's. I lost like $1,000, even if that, because it was like brand new, because I bought it in August, traded it back in like March, and then I ended up trading it in for the Nitro Z21. I afford it because of my job with Follow the Action. Will I ever do bass tournaments? This is like an interesting question because I really enjoy doing YouTube and making videos. I would definitely be like willing to do some bass tournaments like here and there, but I don't know if I would want to make like a consistent habit of it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I have a girlfriend, Megan Bellborn. We have been dating for 5 years. She's been in multiple videos and it's going good. What/who is your biggest inspiration and what drives you to continue creating content? That's a tough one. I would say my biggest inspiration, and this may sound like a cliche, but probably my dad. Seeing him grow his business from 18 years old to what it is now, and it's been alive for 40 years. I gotta say my dad, because it makes me want to do that. It makes me want to grow my YouTube channel, take it to the top, like just make something of myself and just pretty much like follow my dreams, I guess. I've always wanted a fishing show since I was super young, and I've always watched fishing shows, so probably that, just to kind of like keep following my dreams and see what happens. Watching your videos, it seems like everyone catches muskies except for you. Why is that? You know, I really don't know why that is. Maybe I just suck at fishing, but no, I mean, I really don't fish for them. In 2019, I put a total of 4 to 6 hours of muskie fishing in. Maybe a couple more hours because of the tournament. I never fish for them. Whenever I start fishing for them, I'm always like, screw this. I put down the rod and I start fishing for smallmouth. I'm so obsessed with smallmouth. If I put the time into it, I think I'd be able to get one. It's just I never really just put the time into it. Maybe 2020 will be the year. I know I've asked Justin Fishing Addiction to help me get one this year, and we'll see if we can make it happen. What separates you from other influencers and how will you be different? I think what separates me at this early, like in the game, would be like, I wouldn't say like separates me, but I guess like my content is like maybe a little different. Like I do different things. Kind of like the video I just filmed, like the McGregor vlog reaction. Maybe that. I mean, obviously your personality is always gonna differ from somebody else. Your personality is unique. Like whoever you are is like, that's you. So I think that's what difference me. But how will I be different? I don't know. I'm just gonna act myself and continue what I'm doing and hope that everything turns out. When will the FTA baits be available? I think they're gonna be available this spring. I don't know if it's gonna be March, April, May, I don't know. I know they're doing like a lot of product testing. I know I tested them all year of 2019 and they've done a lot of other stuff with them, so hopefully soon because they're absolutely amazing. If you could film with any other YouTuber, who would it be and why? Probably goes back to like my favorite YouTubers would be John B, Nelk, and Danny Duncan. They keep it real. Is there anything better than topwater bass? I don't know. Topwater bass are seriously insane. The blow-ups, throwing a topwater frog, I would say is one of like the go-to baits other than the Ned rig for me. I don't really think there's anything better than that. Maybe like a topwater GT strike or a topwater saltwater fish. I don't know, something like that maybe. So topwater is pretty sick. I just checked the last question from my buddy Dan Swarzinski and I'm definitely not gonna read that. To top it off, what are your goals for 2020? My goals for 2020 is I want to get monetized on YouTube. I'm super close, like this close. That McGregor vlog really helped me, the Nitro vid. I've had a few videos do pretty good, so get monetized, grow my channel, fish with a lot more of you guys. I know I have a lot of plans with Real Life Fishing, Westo Angling, and a lot of other people, but probably just like fish with more of you guys, learn different styles, and just kind of keep growing as an angler. And that is gonna do it for the most frequent asked questions that I have received. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, leave a like. If you guys wanna see another video like this with different questions, more questions, just drop a comment below. Follow me on Instagram at McGrath Fishing, and that's gonna do it for the video. Peace.